Oh my god, and I got, oh my gosh, and I got a, are we gonna get a big hit as well? Oh my gosh. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is Tuesday, day 2 of the Halloween event. Let's go straight into the sleep report. I did place 2 incenses out last night, so we're slowly chipping our way through the incense mission. But this is sleep session 824, and yeah, my Snorlax gets a lot of sleep. I make sure that even though I'm awake, sometimes I just don't even turn the sleep tracker off. I let it run its course so that it gets maximum amount of sleep. So not cheating, by the way. But let's see what shows up. I'm very excited because I did place a Pumpkaboo incense, and Wise Pair taught me yesterday that in Indonesian, labu means pumpkin. Now I'm thinking like labubu is like saying Pumpkaboo, right? But let's see. Oh my gosh, it's in the ground. It's so cute. It's nesting in there. And oh, we got another Pumpkaboo and the Halloween hat Eevee. All right, so I have quite a bit of cookies that I need to purchase because I want to catch all of this. I might as well even use some of my Ultra Biscuits or Great Biscuits because, oh my gosh, and we even have the Halloween hat Pikachu. But I already have one, so it's like, do I want to catch it? I probably won't catch it, but it is still pretty exciting to see holiday themed Pokemon show up. But let's run the speed review. Let's go through all of them very quickly. And yeah, we're gonna have to purchase some Poke Biscuits. Also, thank you so much for Daisuke yesterday in the comment section for letting me know that I didn't need to use 2 travel tickets. I could have just stayed on that island and it would have shuffled the berries and the requested dish. So yeah, don't do what I did where I swapped islands. I wish I knew that sooner. But I mean, you learn from mistakes, right? So we got the 1-star sleep style, and the first time we encountered it was a 2-star. Interesting. This is a 2-star too. But we got the new Eevee that came out, and I recently learned as well yesterday when I was looking for the ingredients to make these scary pancakes, the new dessert that came out, that Halloween hat Eevee also farms pumpkins. But I feel like it's not going to be as great as Pumpkaboo. Obviously, the poster child of pumpkin farming for Pokemon. But let's see. So no one's hungry. That is quite sad. No one is hungry. I have 3 biscuits, 4 ultra, and 6 great. So let's just redeem my cookies. Let's do 10. And I don't have the sleep pass thing, so I can't get that. But I have 17k sleep points because I just haven't been redeeming them. Alright, so let's think this through. I really want the Pumpkaboo. I'm just gonna test my luck and see whether or not a bonus biscuit will big hit it. And it did not. So I am going to... I mean, I'm okay if I catch one and the other one gets full, but I'm gonna use a Poke Biscuit. Oh my god, it got big captured. Mega hit on that. Okay. Well, that filled up 2 bars. Let's see. How much does the Great Biscuit do? 3 ticks, right? I think I'm gonna do 3 on Eevee. So the Great on Eevee. 1 on Pumpkaboo, and then I'm gonna try to continue with just Pokeballs. Whether or not I want to do it on the Halloween one, I don't know. The Halloween Pikachu, I really do not know. You know what? I think I'll skip. I will, if they show up later, let's say I get really lucky and I find a really good Pumpkaboo and I finish my Pumpkaboo search. Then I think I'm good, more willing to use my biscuits on like Halloween hat Pikachu, even though I already caught it. Will I ever use it? Probably not. Oh my gosh, it's not full. So I could catch this. So this is the large variety Pumpkaboo. Oh, you can already see beforehand. Oh my gosh, and it got a big hit again, but it's on the very last pip, which is unfortunate, but I guess fun to see. Alright, let's see. Halloween hat Eevee. Are we gonna get a big hit as well? Oh my gosh, we got a big hit as well. Okay, so yeah, quite eventful. Let's go finish. and let's see what we got. I really hope that I get a mono pumpkin. Please, please, please. I wonder what the main skill is for Eevee as well, because I'm not sure what it is. All right. Please, 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 please. Hasty. I forget. Okay, ingredients. It is completely mixed. So we got very pantry stable ingredients here. Pumpkins, beans, and potatoes. So EXP up, energy recovery down as a nature. That's what Hasty is. And we have inventory up, ingredient finding as helping speed, skill trigger, and energy recovery bonus. So quite below average, I might say. All right, Pumpkaboo number 2. Are we any luckier? It's Hasty nature again? No. Oh my gosh. And it's completely mixed again. You're kidding me. Dream Shard, helping speed. I mean, the sub skills kind of look the same, but yeah, that is completely not what we're looking for. All right, is Eevee going to impress me? It's a quirky nature, and it is not mono. It is pumpkin and double cacao. It's an ingredient finding. I really like that skill, especially when I'm struggling for ingredients. But the sub skills are ingredient finding M, inventory up S, inventory up M, skill trigger S, and skill level up. And yeah, that is what it's looking like. To be honest, if it was mono pumpkin, I would invest some candies in this and start using it, but it is not. And I'm at least happy that I caught it. I got it out of the way. Will I continue catching more? I don't know. I do not know. But I do have the Pumpkaboo out, my first one that I caught on Monday, because since it's a ghost type Pokemon, every time it brings me an ingredient, it's going to bring one extra. So even though I only have the first ingredient slot unlocked, at least every time it finds me a pumpkin, I get an extra pumpkin. So I'm slowly trying to farm enough pumpkins to make that scary pancake. But I want to see, are the sub skills swapped? Oh, it's energy recovery bonus. That is the gold skill at the end. But inventory ingredient helping trigger, inventory ingredient helping trigger. Interesting. My box is almost full. Not going to expand that yet though. Expanding the ingredient bag was quite nice, being able to hold 800 ingredients now, am I right? Let's make some lunch, some delicious lunch. And we are going to make the mold breaker eclair. I don't have enough oil to make popcorn. That is what I would have done. So I'm not gonna touch the eggs or the apples because I will need to use that. But I think we're not gonna be making any cola. I'm gonna be trying to make the Clodsire eclairs for any extra or extra pot space I have once I have my Magnezone in. I also, because I had like 1,000,000+ Dream Shards, and most of the Pokemon I want to level up already have leveled up. I used all the candies, so I don't have any more candies, but I have a lot of Dream Shards. So I'm like, I might as well expand my pot. So I expanded my pot all the way. It can hold 69 ingredients now. And I mean, did I need to do that? No, but I figured I might as well just get it out of the way. And I had like a lot of Dream Shard clusters. So I redeemed that as well because I am max rank. So I didn't redeem all of it, but I redeemed like a good amount. I think I redeemed all my small ones, but I kept all my medium ones. All right, let's pick up our sleep points. We got 100 sleep points as usual. So we have 18k sleep points now. Now let's go into our daily gift. Let's see what we get. We got 15 diamonds. So we are hoarding on to the diamonds. Now, let's see, what Pokemon do I want to use an incense for? Or do I want to use a recovery incense and a friend incense? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I will do that. I have 8 friend incenses, so I mean, might as well. And hopefully we have some friendly Pokemon show up. Let's take a look at our notes together because I do have something I want to pick up. We get 20 diamonds because we found the pumpkin. So we found 12 of them so far. Which is good. So I have 12 in my bag. I think you need 18 to make the scary pancakes. Let me take a quick look. Yeah, so for scary face pancake, you will need 18 plum pumpkins You need 24 eggs, 32 honeys, and 29 snoozy tomatoes. So the dish requires 103 ingredients total to make. So you definitely either want to wait until Sunday when it's double pot, or use pot expanding Pokemon to get that extra space. And I love how Japan does Halloween themed stuff, because when I was in Japan a couple years ago, it was in October, so that was like the month of Halloween. I know that Halloween isn't super huge in Japan, but the hotel that we were staying at had this bakery at the first floor, and they had the cutest Halloween inspired desserts. And I bet they just taste good because desserts in Asia are not as sweet. And I mean, I love how they just go with the theme. But let's start our yap session. And can you guess what my drink is today? I'm gonna give you a second to guess. 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! I finally made a matcha. It looks like a lot of syrup, but it's just because when the ice was put in, it kind of like pushed into the syrup and made it look bigger. Kind of like when you have a bathtub, and then when you go in the bathtub, the water rises like that, okay? But how Gourgeist is that color? Oh my gosh. I mean, it's a little, I don't know, saturated on camera. It's so much more vibrant in person, but I'm gonna give it a good mix. I have my banana brown syrup that I made the other day. Recipe is in yesterday's video if you want to obtain that. And matcha with some oat milk. Oh, I also put some flaky sea salt on top. All right, so I mixed it up the best that I could. I think I got it. I'm still trying to get through that damn carton of oat milk that I accidentally froze and then defroze, so it has like the scary chunky bits, but I promise it's still good. I haven't gotten sick. But oh my gosh, the color green makes it look like I'm drinking like a spooky potion. Also, it's getting pretty bright in the condo, so the light is like really washing me out. But cheers to day 2 of the Halloween 2025 event. Wow, that is so good. The matcha powder that I'm using right now is a bit more fruity floral. There isn't too much of a bitterness, but the floral fruitiness of this particular matcha powder goes so well with the banana. I would probably add less banana syrup. I added the same amount that I would for my coffee, but I guess my coffee just needs a little bit more sweetener. With matcha, I find maybe I don't need that much, but oh my gosh, it's so good. When I was in Singapore, the department store of Takashimaya had this stand. I forgot what the store was called, but there was a capybara on it. And basically they were making banana pudding matcha. So they sold banana pudding, but they also had matcha that had banana pudding on top, and the matcha was really good. The banana pudding was really good too, but I didn't like the addition of banana pudding on top of the actual matcha, because then the cakey part of the banana pudding just got soaked and then it became like grainy inside the drink, and it wasn't that pleasant of an experience. I mean, you're probably supposed to eat it first, but they don't give you a spoon to eat it with, so yeah, and it would be pretty messy taking off the lid and everything. But yeah, sometimes I still find myself thinking about Singapore, because I did grow to really enjoy my life there, you know? So I'm still reestablishing life here, which is kind of a strange thing for me to say considering I've lived all my life in Canada. But I mean, 8 months, especially how mindfully I lived those 8 months during my time with my ex in Singapore, it made it bittersweet, you know, and I'm still learning to detach from my time there. Oh my gosh, Creedler, congrats on the shiny Growlithe. It's so perfect. Orange, of course, looking like a pumpkin for Halloween. It looks like it jumped into a pumpkin and got its fur bleached. I wanted to expand on a story I told you guys yesterday about how my siblings came over. It was my little sister's birthday. My mom didn't come because she had a early night and she was tired, so she needed to go to sleep and get ready for work. And she called me before my siblings came and she asked if I wanted any food. And I was like, I'm unlocking, like, this is a new unlocked memory for me where I moved out living on my own and my mom is like packing food for my siblings to bring over for me, and I was just so touched. But she made curry, so she packed up some curry. And my family in Vietnam, they live in a tiny little district, although maybe not so tiny anymore because every time I go there, it's like getting more modern, but still very much slow-paced living, which I love. but my uncles and my uncle is a squid fisherman. So, and my grandpa was too. But every time we visit, they always freeze up some squid or make these little squid patties and freeze them, air vacuum them in packages, and you're allowed to ship that over back to Canada. So they would like prepare us a lot of it. So my mom gave me some squid patties, and I'm very excited to air fry them one of these days and just have a little taste of Vietnam and my family from back there. And it's like one of my favorite things that they make. It's like, it just reminds me so much of them because it's the fruit of their labor, you know? Like squid farming is not an easy thing, but my uncles never complain. Even when they come back home from a long trip of squid farming, they still help their wives around the house. Like they help set up the table, they help clean up, and they do household tasks. They don't have that mindset of like, I'm the man, I'm going out to work, and when I come home, you submit to me, woman, and you cook and clean and take care of my parents. So I'm glad that it's not like that there, because it easily could. There's other parts and other families. Like I learned after talking to some people who are also Vietnamese that that is not their experience when they go back home and they visit family, where the women are the ones that are only doing the domestic labor and kitchen stuff. So I'm really glad that my family is not that way. And it really makes me think of when life gives you tangerines, you know, like there's nothing stopping your partner from being a great partner if they really wanted to. But if they want to subscribe to certain social norms that are just more harmful for them and for your dynamic, that you don't want. I want to emphasize that, because for some people they do want that, and if you find your person who also wants that, that is perfect, that is great. But I do have to caution you guys to think about what is fair versus what is equitable as well. Because 50-50 most of the time, when you really list things out, it's not 50-50. And it's a shame that for a lot of people who fall into the task of taking care of the house, a lot of times I've seen that the partner that is the quote-unquote breadwinner becomes to have some sort of resentment towards their partner who is taking care of the household, because I feel like they equate progress or contribution to a monetary value. And obviously, if you're cooking and cleaning at home, you're not making money. But also, if you are working and you're the only one doing cooking and cleaning, please get it out of your head. That is not 50-50. Household chores should also be a part of that 50-50 equation, and really look into what equity is instead. But yeah, all that to say, I'm so glad I have such great male role models in my family who really do it all. I mean, the women do it all, but the men do it all too, you know? So I'm so proud to call them my uncles, and it makes me so happy when I can eat the squid that they catch, because it's like, what an honor, you know, to eat the squid caught by these phenomenal men. But yeah, that is my little memory. My mom packing me some food, and I ate the curry over the span of 2 nights. And eating it is like, eating it knowing she packed it for me with so much love just makes me like want to tear up, you know? Like it's truly the little things like that when people like care for you. So yeah, I ate it with so much gratitude and so much mindfulness, savoring every bite and honoring the time she took to prepare that meal. I also did my dance class yesterday night, so that was a lot of fun, my heels dance class. And I've been dancing maybe 3 years now. I definitely would not say I'm an expert. I still categorize myself as beginner, so I still take like the beginner level courses. And I've been with the same studio for a little over 3 years now. And I always loved watching dancing videos on YouTube or online in general. And I always was like, I wish I could be a great dancer. Like, I wish my mom put me in dance class when I was younger, because I wish I could dance like them. Like, I love how free they look. I love the freedom of expression, being comfortable in your own body, the confidence you have to have in order to dance. Because it's one thing to do the moves, it's another to put your flair into it and like feel like you're that bitch, you know? And that was what dancing did for me. It built my confidence so much. It also taught me to just be so comfortable with my body. And it's like exposure therapy. I'm obviously feeling so embarrassed, especially the first year that I went. I was so in my head, like, what if people are watching me? What if I look stupid? Blah, blah, blah. And that sort of self-talk really held me back from getting over that initial being too much in my head, you know? And I was always like in the back because I didn't want to be seen. I was so shy, I didn't want to be seen, but at the same time, I can't really see myself when you're in the back. And I would always practice at home later because I really want to get better. I think the one thing that I will give myself credit for is that when I really want to do something, I really like go all in and I want to pour my heart into it and I really want to get good. But dancing is just that one thing where it's like, usually I pour myself into creative and artistic hobbies where the result is really my work and not presented through me or my body. So with dance, the progress has to be shown through me and my body. So it really, the first part of it was not even learning to dance or like learning how to do the moves well. It was really learning to get out of my head and just do it. Like, stop caring what people think and to feel that confidence in myself where I'm like, yeah, I think I look good. And then that I think I look good became, I look good when I dance, you know? So it's something you slowly have to build over time. And I'm so glad that I was able to build that. And I share this because when I moved to Singapore, I didn't dance. So it was like eight months of not dancing. And when I got back here to Canada, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back into it. I feel like I really need to do like something for myself. Like, you need hobbies that really nurture your soul. That brings you some sort of growth in your life wherever that growth may be where you want it to be, whether that's like dancing, cooking, drawing. And for me, it just so happens to be dancing. I feel like that is the one area in my life that I didn't put enough value points in when I, leveled up in life. So I'm working on maxing that out right now. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been so challenging, and it has definitely challenged me in many ways that I never would have expected. But yesterday we finished a choreo and this girl came up to me because we're separated in two groups at the end of the class. So group 1 dances and then group 2 dances, or like vice versa. So once my group was done, I was walking away. The second group was going up and this girl approached me and she was like, "You are so good." And I'm like, "Girl, thank you so much." And that compliment meant so much for me because I used to be the one on the sidelines looking at other girls and being like, "Oh my God, they're so good." And then like going up to them and being like, "Girl, you are so good," you know? And to have that moment now come back to me, it's like, wow, I didn't realize just how much I grew in dance. Yeah, I'm not saying I needed to hear it from someone else, but because I know it for myself to be true when I look back on the videos and just overall how I show up to dance, how I feel about dance, and how I feel after the dance class. But to have someone come up to me and tell me that just was so nice and I felt so seen, So that really touched my heart and I was so happy. And yeah, I was like, "Really? You think I'm good?" No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, she really made my night. But I did have a scary encounter. Like, walking back to the public transit was quite scary. I think daylight saving happened this weekend, so now it's like pretty dark when I'm walking back to take public transit going home. And I'm not gonna lie, like, it creeps me out. Like, I feel like you have to be vigilant. And I mean, there's just scary things happening. You can never really trust people, and I hate to not have trust in people, but it's the moment you let your guard down that something happens to you, right? And I've been hearing too much stories in my city circulating where people are like targeting women that are alone. So yeah, I was walking and then I just hear someone say like, "Hey, how are you?" And I was like, "You can't be talking to me." I look over and the guy's like straight looking into my eyes, and I just felt like in my gut, this is not safe. So I walked a little quicker. And it was like kind of scary, but moments like that unfortunately will happen, and that is like a little scare of mine last night. But I'm glad that it didn't escalate to something worse, because I have had instances where if I ignore them, they get even more aggressive, where they might start shouting at you, swearing at you, or start walking quicker to follow you, and that gets like very scary. And what I really appreciate about some bus drivers here is that they leave the light on in the bus when it's dark, because some buses don't do that. But being a woman traveling on my own at nighttime, especially in public transit, I just feel so much more safe with the light on, because I feel like I have a better look at my surrounding compared to if the light was off. So I do the angels of a bus drivers that do that. I really appreciate it. Yeah, those are my little stories for Tuesday. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing that. I am streaming later today. We are continuing Pokemon ZA, and we're going to continue with the story. I really want to finish with the story. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just do side quests like off camera and just do the mainline stuff on camera. I recently learned that the shiny charm is, the way to get the shiny charm is different from other games, because previous games you have to catch one of every Pokemon for in the dex, but now it's the Mabel missions that you have to do in order to get the shiny charms. So yeah, I'm gonna have to like look into that and quickly try to get the shiny charm. Although I know that there are, like, you can do shiny hunting right now, like spoiler free, and I saw some methods of doing shiny hunting, and it's kind of like insane. There's mixed reviews about how people feel about the shiny hunting mechanic overall in the game. So there is that. My thoughts though, after having owned the game for a month, I do have 2 cons I want to share. One, I hate when you're doing your own thing, you're diddly-daddling around Lumio City, and then that goddamn scene change where night goes into daytime and daytime goes into nighttime. And like, at first I was like, ooh, I don't mind this transition, but now I'm like, oh, can you hurry up? Like, I just want to continue with the game, you know? But then again, I'm like, pause. During this time, I could do something. I could take a sip of water. I could scratch that itch that's been itching my arm that I've been ignoring. I could do something real quick. I could check my phone, you know? But I don't know. I mean, I'd rather it not be there, to be honest. The other thing, the city just kind of feels empty and copy-pasted. Like, at first, the newness of it, I was like, oh, this is so nice. I feel like I'm strolling around. Then afterwards, it just feels so empty and dead, like a ghost town, you know, like a manufactured ghost town where companies go to film their movies. I had a third one, but I forgot. Yeah, I forgot what my other con was. I know I said 2, and I did technically name 2, but the second one I named was not the original one that I wanted to say. But yeah, if I remember, I'll probably bring it up in another video. But yeah, those are my thoughts so far for Legends of ZA. Overall though, still having a good time, still having fun, but there could be areas of improvement. Oh no, I remember. It's the zones. The zones just feel so tiny, and like when you first enter them, they're so fun. Like the first time entering a zone, you're looking at it, but then it quickly becomes very stale. The diversity of the Pokemon in there, and I don't know, it just feels so stale after your first time stepping into a zone. And I don't like that, because I feel like a huge part of Pokemon is when you're encountering the Pokemon. Like, tell me why my experience in the wild parts of like Ruby Sapphire felt more fun than going into the wild zone where I actually get to see the Pokemon, you know? So yeah, I just wish the zones felt a little more diverse and like lived in, because they just kind of feel so hollow and empty. But yeah. What do you guys think? If you have any other things that you want to share in terms of like what you've not been enjoying so far about ZA, let me know, or things you have been enjoying. I know that a lot of people that are playing this haven't played the mainline games or have played X and Y. There's this one channel that I really love when it comes to exploring the lore of Pokemon or theories. The channel is right here. I'll also link it in the description, but it's Loxton and Noggin. He makes really great videos, and I stumbled upon him during the time of Sun and Moon, and I've been obsessed ever since. So I highly recommend watching their videos and checking them out if you want like more backstory or lore about certain things. Like, he does such a phenomenal job. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join us in the Discord, join us today at 5 p.m. EST for more gameplay. I will be multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube, so pick your poison, Twitch or YouTube. Become a member to the channel too if you would like to do so. Check out all my other social media, and I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, take care, good luck, have fun, and good luck on your continued search for a good Pumpkaboo. Bye.